Hey there, and welcome to the Egojamespodast once again. How are you beautiful people doing? That's a rhetorical question because I don't know and I can't hear you from my end. Unless we start doing live shows again, I highly doubt it. But at the same time, I had a bit of a struggle today. As of December 29th, 2021, I cannot stress the amount of bullshit I've gone through for job applications, and particularly one. And the one that it was for working inside of a gym. So basically what I think I'm doing for that job and what I've read from the description is basically let people in the gym check their account occasionally, have what else was it? Make sure things are stocked and clean. But no, I do this whole test. They have this, what was it? A personality index test. And they're asking me questions like as if I'm in the middle of a college exam. You know, it's telling me as if to this is to this in its shapes, colors, and sequences. I'm like, why is that a requirement? That truly blows my mind. And it's not the first time this has ever happened to me. I mean, one of the dumber experiences I ever had was when I had to deal with, I'll tell the place. I was applying at Sam's Town for a banquet server, and what ended up happening was, like, they were very meticulous on your your dates in between different jobs you worked. And on top of that, it's just like, okay, so you want every single month to the T. Almost to the point they were like, okay, from 2006 to 2012, what were you doing? I was in school. What type of school? That type of school. This school and that school. Like, it asked every meticulous detail. I'm like, what else do you want to know? You want to know what fucking my favorite color was in kindergarten? It's absolutely ridiculous. And you wonder why there's a work shortage now. And I can't even blame it on that. I blame it on, I guess, greedy bastards. I blame it on people not being more prepared for, I guess, global pandemics. I blame it on a little bit of ill preparedness. I don't know. None of us saw things coming, and we want to have a change of heart, change of field, become non-essential, essential, and you get all that type of malarkey mixed into it. And I mean, from day one, from the first day I ever applied for a job, say, for instance, I was going to work at Carl's Jr., but you know what ended up happening? The typical cliche, the thing that nobody ever believes happens to you. Losing your application. They lost my application. I applied there. Man, I was persistent too. I was like 18 applying there. Like, what else? What else am I going to do? I needed money. I wanted to do acting school. I wanted to do college. I had a bunch of other stuff, but I didn't have the funds to do it. That's the strange part. You want to do all these things. And then you have all the time in the world. So, for instance, now, what do? I make a podcast. I make a podcast for all you beautiful people to listen on your car, in your car. Hell, I don't know how you do it. From the people who've told me they listen to the podcast and the people who left the ratings, like I had a couple 3 stars. Of course, I'm assuming I'm going to get 3 stars because, hey, what are you going to have some guy ramble? Are we going to talk about tulpas? I wish we were talking about tulpas. If we were talking about tulpas, I would have Lewis back on the show. And Lewis is an all-time favorite of mine personally. Just like this beet, apple, vanilla smoothie. Because that's my secret. That's my secret cap. I put vanilla creamer in my smoothie. Just a little splash. A little splash goes a long way. And I'm told drinking your calories is the worst thing you can do on a diet. Funny thing is, I'm not on diet. So, just the way I said that. And so I mean, smoothies are like an all-American pastime. Not even an all-American pastime. I'm calling them an all-American pastime. I'm calling them more or less my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Like, I'll go to tropical smoothie at like 2, 3 in the morning with my cousin. We'll sit there and then wait 20 minutes before we even get acknowledged. And this is just me being salty from that one day. I get they were slammed. I get they were busy. And yeah, I can't help it. I can't help it. I just want some bananas, some strawberries. And that sounds very vanilla to me. That sounds very basic of a smoothie. You think strawberries and bananas. To me, when I think smoothie, I think apple, pineapple, some celery, some spinach, a little bit of protein powder, whatever your choice. I've never had chocolate and celery together. Could try it one day. Maybe it's the best thing ever. But I like to make them at home. I like making smoothies so much, I bought 4 Ninja blenders in the span of 2 years. One broke because it got dropped in the dishes. Somehow the lip cracked, and you can't start a Ninja blender if you're going to have a break or a crack in the seal. Safety measures. You don't want that thing coming up and spinning and cut you. It doesn't lock unless it has the lid on it. So there was that one. Another one that happened was, I guess, I lost it when I was moving. Lost it again when I was moving. I've lost 2 in moving from house to house. And also, oh man, for you car listeners out there, aren't you glad I make sure the audio is on point, because I could be screaming in your ear and it could all be distorted.